What's going on, my beautiful people, man? We are back for the Sizzling News Podcast, man. Hope everybody had a great weekend and had a great Easter. Happy Resurrection Sunday to everybody. Hope you spent it with loved ones and family. Ate some good chocolate and all that good stuff, man. We got a jam-packed show for y'all, though, man. We're going to talk about Georgia Tech, the two latest additions in the transfer portal. We're going to bring on Samari Mathews, the top-rated cornerback in the country, out of North Carolina, to talk about the latest his recruitment, how he's been working on his game, and what's next for him. And then obviously we'll get into a tell of the tape, breaking down some film from all over the state. So that'll be a lot of fun. And we'll hit some college football news as well, man. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on my co-host, Arvon Bacon of Bacon Network.
What's going on, everybody, man? Like you said, jam-packed show, man. I like how you rhymed at the end of your soliloquy there, but definitely happy Resurrection Day to everybody. I hope everybody's had a happy holidays and it was filled with many memories, laughter, and love. And for the kiddies that's tapped in, hope you got some money in your egg, not none of that candy, man. We want some of that money, young. It's 2025. We're trying to go up, young. So, well, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I see the comments been going crazy, man. Shout out to Perez, always tapping in. So salute to you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tapping in before the show even started. Said, let's go, man. So appreciate that, my brother. Much love, man. Y'all hit us in the comments. We have a special segment, obviously, before we wrap up the show, man. Just any questions or concerns y'all have for us, man. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on Samari Mathews, man.
What's up?
What's going on,
brother? How you doing?
What up, man? I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Man,
good, man.
Can't complain.
Yes, sir. Bacon, I'll let you lead. It's your guess. Nah, it's your guess. I'll let you lead.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody who don't know, man, you know what I'm saying, Samari Mathews, one of the best DBs in the country, man. For his 247 page, ninth best player in North Carolina, 17th best DB in the nation, man. We don't get into his national record because he's cream of the crop, you know what I'm saying? Part of the box boys if you tap into OT7 with City Reapers, man. So, brother, you know, just let us know, man, how are you feeling today, man? What's your day been like?
Feeling great, you know, coming off a great Easter, spending time with the family. I mean, it was always great spending time with them. Got to talk to my coach a little bit today, so, you know, everything going fine.
For sure, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Are you still in the Easter egg hunt? Or are you too old to be, you know what I'm saying, picking eggs out of the bushes?
Oh, no, I'm never too old. I just whooped my niece last night. She only won, but it don't matter. She still had to get it.
So you took the chocolate from your niece, man?
I was stealing her eggs out her basket. That's how I get.
A real deal box boy. I like that, bro. So, man, just you know what I'm saying, let the people know, man, just who is Smoke Mathews, man. I'm saying, and first one, so where do you get the name Smoke from?
So Smoke came from my older brother when I was little. You know, I was always faster, bigger. The competition I went against, I mean, just called me Smoke. You know, my family, you know, never duck it. You'll never see us duck no smoke. So it kind of just like sticks to the little family tree.
Nah, for sure. So you got the nickname Smoke, man. When did it translate on the field? I was like, yeah. We know his nickname Smoke, but we see it now. What was that defining moment on the field where they were like, yeah, they bought into your nickname?
I definitely think probably 8th grade up to like that little 9th grade era. That's when all the coaches started calling me. Yeah, I mean, you know, going into high school from middle school, you gotta make a name for yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, like when you go in there and show out and carry that swagger, I was telling them call me Smoke, and then it kind of just stuck then.
All right, for sure. So I'm saying, what is a piece like a clothing that you wear during the game? Could be the ski. Everybody loves to ski these days. Could be the cleats. Could be the gloves. What's something that you wear every day you touch the field that personifies what you're about?
I think it's like, yeah, it might be the ski for me too. I ain't gonna lie. I got in trouble this year though. It was too high and I was cramping, and I kept the ski on. So Coach Chachi was getting on me, but definitely the ski. Ski is definitely like my little signature.
What coach say, man? I gotta hear it.
Man, he was just being an bro. He was just like, you gonna cramp. He was right though. I cramped. It was bad. It was a bad cramp. I had to take my L, but I definitely like wearing the ski.
Nah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? When I turned on the fan, before I saw you in person at Carrollton for the tryout, just watching your film, man, you electric, sticky, but real physical too. You know what I'm saying? First thing that came into my mind was, you know what I'm saying, I'm an older head, but I'm not old. 7 was Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
So Is that somebody you watch? If not, who do you tend to tap into when you watch a film?
Definitely Rich Sherman. I mean, the trash talking, I kind of get it from him. He kind of brought that like mentality to me. But Ramsey, that's definitely my guy. I
Yeah.
always watch Ramsey. And then my little North Carolina boy, Jair.
Yeah.
He from the little Charlotte area. So I mean, always watching people who came from the city you from is always big.
100%. Now I gotta ask you from North Carolina,
Mhm.
Greenville ain't too far from where you from. You know what I'm saying? A big concert just happened not too long ago in Fayetteville. You know what I'm saying? Are you a Cole fan? And if so, you know what I'm saying, you gotta give me your top. Just give me your top five Cole songs all time.
I do like Cole,
Like Cole.
but
That's hecky.
yeah, so I'm not heavy on Cole. That's like more my older brother, older sister. So they be putting me on songs.
Yeah.
So I can't give you a top five because I'm not gonna say I love Cole because I know people gonna start getting on me.
All
I was gonna fumble. I was gonna fumble bad. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna fumble pretty bad. So I'm gonna just get that out right now.
Hey, we'll let you slide, brother. So what music are you listening to then, brother?
uh, you know, I do like Drake. That's kind of like before games. I don't really listen to the crash out stuff. I'm starting to realize when I was playing with City Reapers, that's their thing though. I'm telling you, they was playing some thug music in the car. And they like that. I couldn't get on to that. I'm more like calm and stuff. But I definitely like Drake. Some local rappers. But Drake is definitely like my top one. That's my goat.
All right, for sure. I like that, brother. I'm gonna sit in the Naj, man. Let him tap in with you, man.
So Samari, I just wanted to ask you just a little bit about. I mean, you grew up, y'all played together. I seen a really cool post. You and Faison Brandon, who's committed to
Hmm.
Tennessee. Talk
Yeah.
about that relationship with y'all two, man. Them battles y'all used to have, going neck and neck, and just seeing the success of both of y'all. Y'all currently are now.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash.
Mm.
But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with face on. I mean, I kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him in college. I would love it. I'll give him hell though. I love it.
100%. And him being a quarterback, you being a DB, who was winning something? Who was winning them battles, man?
You know, me,
Yeah.
just me, just belt, just me. Yeah, just me.
I love it, man. I love it. And then this who are some of the best you've just went against over the course of your career? Don't have to be high school. It could be youth ball. You knew you was like,
Mhm.
yo, that dude was different.
First I can start off with my best friend. His name's Cam Vance. He go to Northwestern in South Carolina. First game of the season, he gave us work. I still hear it to this day. He gave us work. He's definitely one. Of course, phase on playing with him. I want to get my boy Kendra, Oregon commit. Man, child, he's a dog. And then I got the guard Vanell Brown at OT7 last year. And I ain't gonna lie. He got me a little bit. I'm gonna just say a little bit. I ain't gonna say he worked me, but he got me a little bit. So those are probably like the top players I went against.
Got you. What made him different in your eyes going against Vernell Brown? I mean, we see he's turning it up with Miami in the spring game. I mean,
Yeah.
Florida in the spring game. Just what made him different and like just difficult to go against?
I mean, his just off the line, his release, his
Mm.
mid route, top point of the route, everything was just smooth. I mean, he sold everything like a go ball. He's low to the surface. He's like everything he did was just crisp. So I mean, like going against him, you couldn't slack one play. You couldn't just be like he ain't gonna get the ball one play. And I mean, that whole SFE team that year was loaded. So I
Facts.
mean, like even if I wasn't guarding him, I was probably guarding another dude who was just like him. I mean, like going against Renell, I mean, it gets your feet right, hand placement, and all that. So I mean, I was blessed. I was able to go against a receiver of his caliber.
For sure. And then Samara, obviously a great year for you this past year with Ho, just or Hugh. Or what are you working on the most this off season in order to perfect your craft and get it to where you be so you can have a dominant senior year?
Definitely just being the vocal leader on my team. I mean, I'm really the only returning starter in the secondary. So I mean, just putting my team on my back and carrying them to the next point of our high school is winning states. That's something we've been close every year. We've been fourth round, fifth round, but we just can't get over the hump. So I mean, like going out with a bang and just making history for my school. That's really the biggest thing I'm trying to do.
100%. And then, you know, for you, when you talk to college coaches, like, what do you think separates you from the rest that's out there? What makes Samari Smoke Mathews that guy compared to maybe other DBs out there?
I'll just say my mentality. I mean, everybody's big, everybody fast, everybody's strong. But I mean, I think what separates me is just my mindset. I mean, no one can really tell me they're better than me. Like no one, you can't tell me that. I still think I'm better than NFL players now. So I mean, I just think whenever I'm on the field, I'm the best person. I'm top dog. You gonna have to beat me to show me that you really like deserving of your rankings and all that. So I think that's what separates me the most.
And if you don't mind elaborating, have you always had that mentality? Did you have to grow into it? Like, where does that stem from?
I say I had to grow into it. I say when I was younger, I was way quiet. Like I wasn't a trash talker. But I mean, like growing up in my family, my older sister run track. She D1. So I mean, like, I'm hearing it from her when I'm little. Like you're not gonna go D1 like me. Just play for trash talk. So that pushed you to be like, oh nah, like she not the better sibling. My brother, he hooped. He was real good at basketball. So he'd be like, you're not gonna be a better athlete. My mama talked smack. My dad talked smack. So it's just like I grew up around it. You gonna have to eventually like just adapt to it. So I mean, that's one thing I love about my family. They're just gonna make everything competitive. So now I'm a competitive freak. Like you're not better than me in nothing. Jenga, Uno,
Mm.
it don't matter what it is.
Man, so you got that competitive juice, man.
Yeah, I was built for it, honestly.
I love to see it. And my last before I throw it back to Bacon, just for you, Samari, kind of how was I mean, I was going through your X page, your huddle, like you get a lot of media attention, man. What is that like just from your perspective being a high schooler and seeing so many eyes on you and so many media members just trying to get photos, videos, and continue to promote you out there?
I mean, I'm truly blessed, honestly. It's something I wouldn't trade at all. I mean, just getting all the recognition, all the hard work that you put in, finally getting recognized by the world. I mean, it's something people strive for since they were young. So I mean, it's something I never take for granted. And I'm always blessed. Like even being on here is an opportunity I would never pass up. So it's just taking all the opportunity to get your name out there and let the world know who you are. I mean, anybody would want that.
Before I throw it, let you go, Bacon. I just want to ask him just off of you seem very confident but very humble at the same time. This is just an opinionated question. Why do you think maybe some athletes fall or succumb to sometimes that notoriety or sometimes that fame of all the attention and letting it get to the head? It doesn't seem like that's the case for you. You seem like you're
Hmm.
very locked in on what you want to do and accomplish, and your ultimate goal is the NFL.
Hmm.
Why do you think so many athletes around your age with great talent like yourself succumb to that? In your opinion?
I just think they think their job's over. Honestly, I think they think since they got everything now, they're gonna have it later. And I mean, coming from my family, I learned that's never the case. I mean, you got it now, but you got to work for it forever. You got to work something bigger than yourself. So, I mean, of course, the small accomplishment was to get what I have now, but now I'm trying to build for the future, like retire my mama and make my dad not have to work and just make sure they proud of me. Because, I mean, all the sacrifices they did, it's only right that I have sacrifices back.
I like that, brother. I like that, man. Unselfish, you know what I'm saying? Definitely seeing the bigger picture. But Smart Smoke Mathews, 4-star, man. What and a leader that's going and an upcoming leader this year could be a leader on the City Reapers. But what books are you reading in your leisure? You know what I'm saying, to cultivate that mind of yours, my friend?
Books?
Books.
Ah,
We gotta be
books.
here, God.
Books, let me think. I mean, I was Harry Potter.
Okay.
Them little reading jots in the elementary school. But in the last 5 years, I don't think I touched the book. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fine. That's
But I
fine.
mean, Harry Potter was big. My sister's a big reader, so I mean, she'll sit down and like tell me about her books. That's my vocabulary person too. She be telling me all about the big words and stuff like that.
Shout out to Big Sis, man. So we're definitely gonna give you some book recommendations. I know I'm gonna give you one off the top. You know what I'm saying? If not with a tad bit, he can give you one too. Currently, I'm reading right now. It's a big one, brother. You know what I'm saying? 30. I know you heard of Robert Greene. So 30
Yeah.
Strategies of War. Definitely tab into that one. We'll leave you with that for right now. We won't want to get too deep. But
Bro, bro, I'm gonna have to teach you, bro. Look, when you talk to athletes, hey, bro, like what do you like to do in your free time? You got to peel it off, man.
We
You
gotta
can't
give
be like,
some
what?
gas.
Everybody reads though. Some people like videos. Okay, what kind of YouTube or content you into? You got to parlay it off, twin. Not everybody can answer. The generation, man. It's a new kid, man. Some people don't like the books. They like the videos.
I
Shit like
mean,
about the AI. You know what I'm saying?
books,
What's going on?
but books not bad, especially like at ELA class. I would say my teacher do give me on some good books. I mean, I do like poems. I read a few poems here and there. But like books, yeah, I'm gonna have to be dedicated to read a whole book. My attention span is horrible. I can't lie.
Exactly.
We scroll these days, but the reason I put is on books, but you know what I'm saying, what they say, the high information from us as they put it in the book. So I always that's why it's very, very heavy on my heart, brother. Hope you can understand that, brother. But we'll get back on the particulars, other particulars, man. Gotta ask you, man, it's all over your timeline. Well, let me ask you about this, man. You got a young buck, a 2027 on your page right now. Jared Street, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why are you so high on him?
Jared was actually crazy. He was on the team with FaZe on to me too.
Okay.
So low key was a super team. I can't lie to you. Jared, if you I'm talking about probably we was 12 too. Jared was thrown in like a college athlete. Like Jared got all the mechanics down pat. And then he hit a growth spurt now too. So he's a problem. He's someone I would definitely look out for nationally because Jared, he one of them ones. I can't lie.
Great soundbite promo for Jared Street, man. But so also I gotta ask you, man, Texas, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of news about Texas on your page, man. You can tread light if you don't want to give up too information. But what do you like about Coach Sark and the Longhorns?
Like I was so close with Coach O when he was at Rutgers. It was like I had to give him a chance. I was finna take a Rutgers visit just because of him, and everybody and their mama knew I wasn't going to Rutgers. But it's really just because Coach O is such a great guy. So when he got the job at Texas, and I've been wanting Texas since I was little. I just automatically booked the OV. Let's do a visit, meet the family. Let's get this connection going. And Coach Stark, he's kind of everything you want in a coach. I seen him off the field. He's a great guy. On the field, he low key a crash out. But that's just something you need. So I'm truly blessed Texas took time to offer me and give me the opportunity to play with them.
Real quick, I'm gonna let you go, Bacon. I want to just ask him just a little more detail about just the DBs, just his thoughts. They don't have the same coach that coached the DBs last year and Coach Gideon, who's with Georgia Tech now. But what's your thoughts seeing guys ball out like the Andrew Makubas, the Jaden Barons, who's gonna go off into the league and do the same thing you want to do?
It's always great seeing other athletes. My bad. Coach didn't call me.
All good.
My bad. Here we go. It's always great seeing athletes, ball out, older in the same class as me. That's just something I like. I'll be on Instagram on my Explore page, scrolling through it. So seeing guys succeed just motivates me more. I want to be like him, maybe even better than him. That just feeds me more. Like just seeing people's success, that makes it seem like it's possible. Just keep your head down, keep working. You could be just like them.
I like that. So what are your thoughts on 7-on-7? It's been different opinions about it that is not realistic, but so you play it at a high level. Just what's your thoughts on it?
Oh, like he came back through this one.
There we go. My phone messed up.
All good, brother. Did you hear the question? Do you need me to repeat it?
No. Can you repeat it?
Yeah. So what's your opinion on just playing 7-on-7 football? There are a lot of opinions on it that is not very realistic, but you play it at a high level. So I just want to get your thoughts on that.
I can see why people don't like it because they say it's not real football. But for my perspective, I like 7-on-7 because I'm a North Carolina kid. People say North Carolina don't got football. People say North Carolina this and that. So being able to play on a national stage, going against other kids who just like you, 4 or 5 stars, it puts your city on the map. And I think it's definitely good for me to put North Carolina on the map. I always took it disrespectful when they said we only a hoop state. I'm trying to get it out there more. Like North Carolina really got ballers. If you look in the ESPN, we got like 11, 12 kids in the top 300. So I'm playing 707 to get my state out on the map, so people can really look into North Carolina, like the Jared Streets or the Faison Brandons or Kendra. Like that's really the platform I play on. And of course, it's just better competition. I mean, North Carolina, you don't go against a 4 or 5 star every week.
Right.
So I mean, having the opportunity to go against top receivers and work on your craft, see what you could work on, learning from other people. I mean, that's why I think 707 is important.
Like that, brother. Pioneer in your own right. Would definitely respect it, man. Salute to you for, carrying that or creating that torch and one along with it along your journey. So just you talked about North Carolina. What is the culture? What is it like? The aura around North Carolina football that people don't really know about.
It's real competitive, like real competitive. I mean, if you come to a North Carolina game and it's like 2 top teams, you would think you probably anywhere else besides Texas because they stadiums humongous. They got it. But the atmosphere there, everybody buys into it because people don't think football is good here. So everybody buys into it. Everybody's on their toes. Everybody posting on social media. Then when you get out there, it's so surreal playing out there. Like lights on, the media be out there. It's like it's one of them games that it's something I'll put on the bucket list. There's something. North Carolina is definitely turned.
Nah, it definitely turned. And shout out to Zayflix, and I'm gonna get your opinion on Zayflix too. Zayflix does a great job. I'm saying very cinematically painting that picture with the music, the sound effects. So I'm sure Zay's been definitely to one of your games for sure. I think I've seen it. I'm like 95% sure. But what does Zay mean to the North Carolina football community out there?
He's a huge aspect of North Carolina football. I mean, his platform's so big now. He low-key got people thinking North Carolina got ballers.
Right.
He got everybody on the North Carolina. I mean, his camera work is amazing. Also, I mean, he probably the best I've seen. So I mean, having someone like that in your backyard who wants to get the state out there just as more as we do, I mean, it's always a great resource to have.
Absolutely, man. And I gotta ask you this too. When you analyze or when you come across a DB or when studying a DB, what makes a great DB? What characteristics?
Obviously the way he carry himself. I think all the great DBs I met have like the same kind of personality. Like they confident, but like they laid back. Like they ain't gonna rub it in your face and all that. But they confident as hell. Like you can't really tell them nothing. But I mean, like they all laid back, and I think that's something that's big too. I mean, I'm kind of close with all the top DBs. I mean, I play with a few of them. I play with the number one. He on the side of me. So I mean, like all the top DBs, just they like real laid back. They all confident. I mean, there's nobody who I would say is like a straight up just like bully. Like he just think he better than the world. Everybody kind of help each other, give each other advice, try to push each other, send each other film, tell them what they could do better here, do better there. That's probably like the biggest thing.
I like that. Definitely got to be confident. But you know what I'm saying, before I throw this back to Naj, as we wrap up, hidden talents, man. What's some talents that the people doesn't? What's some hidden talents that the people don't know? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Are you a musician? Can you sing? You know what I'm saying? What do you do?
If I went on America's Got Talent and started dancing, I'll get the gold buzzer.
Like that.
Straight like that.
So you obviously you ain't no TikTok. What type of dance do you do, bro?
I'm talking about like you just gotta see, like if I catch a pick or something, you just gotta see, like I really just start crunking it like that.
All right, sure. I'm gonna be tapped in OT7. We're gonna put you there, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Naj.
100%. So I want to ask you a DB question, but I want to ask you more about just the confidence. You said you kind of know already when, if it's a top DB or not by how they carry themselves. For you, how important is confidence? Let's say you have one bad play. How important is that to not let that affect the rest of the game or a situation like that? Talk about that a bit.
Honestly, I love that you asked that question. It's been on my mind for like ever. OT7, we went against South Florida Express. The dude caught a crazy catch on me. It's like viral. It's still pinned on OT7 to this day. But I think the biggest thing is I never let that define me. Like, of course, you got your friends that gonna joke about it. I mean, I'll joke about it too if one of my friends it happened to. But it's just like that doesn't describe you as a DB. So I mean, going back out there next play, I'm still talking smack as he's catching the ball on me. Like that's just something you gotta have. I mean, you can't really show them that you weak or they just gonna keep attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I just think having short-term memory, it happened. Cool. He played football just like you. He trying to get paid just like you. Just go out there and show him why you should get paid more. That's like the mindset I have.
I love it, man. Great answer. Great response. And then for you, what do you like more? Do you like more being a ball hawk, or do you like more being coming down and making tackles against receivers, running backs, whatever it may be outside? What do you like to do more?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe a receiver, but them running backs kind of big now. They got it. Them running backs got it, boy. I go pick the ball off though. But coming downhill, woo, boy, you catch me like woo. Every other play, yeah, maybe. Let me see game line. Them running backs kind of big now, you know.
He lying.
Uh-huh. That's funny, man. And then for you, man, what's been one of your favorite moments over the course of your career? I always like to ask athletes this, whether it was youth ball or varsity
Mhm.
ball, just like a moment you're gonna always remember.
Just beating Malik Creek every year. That's my nemesis right there. I don't like them. But every time we beat them, it's like a great time. It's like a family reunion, and you see a cousin that you haven't seen in a long time. So you see him, y'all turn together. It's like that feeling. The whole locker room would be crazy. And it's like just beating Malik Creek every year. That's like my favorite memory every year.
Gotcha. What makes that rivalry so good? Because when we from Georgia, but we always hear about Malik Creek playing a Buford or they're playing a top team here, Grayson. What makes that rivalry between y'all and them so great?
Um, because like you just said, Creek not scary at all. And I mean, Eric, you got to give the respect to Creek coaches. I mean, they never duck smoke. I mean, they played an Ohio State team, and they played a Buford or Grayson. They played Grayson this past year. I think Grayson came down. So I mean, they're not a scary team. So I mean, you got to respect them just off that. So I mean, when we go against them, we automatically think, I mean, they dogs. I mean, Grayson won states, and Grayson only beat Creek by 2 touchdowns. So I mean, like you got to just go into that game like, okay, they dogs just like us. But like we gotta show them who really run the state though. We gotta show them why Huff is really like that. But I mean, like I said, it's always respect to Creek just off the type of people they are. I mean, they don't really care who you are. You're gonna have to show them why you better.
For sure. And then last before I throw it back to Bacon to wrap us up, this how can people help out some of you guys, athletes? I know you talked about a platform out there that's doing big stuff and getting y'all more out there, but I feel like there's dogs everywhere. Just some people don't necessarily get the attention or the exposure. How can media or people out there just help y'all get more on the map and show just the great talent that's in the state of North Carolina?
Like I said, Zayflix, he's doing a great job at it. There's so many other more cameramen who are just not as recognized, but I try to help them just as much as they try to help me. I mean, reposting their photos, tagging them in your posts. That's something North Carolina does that, I mean, you got to appreciate and love how we all supporting each other and we all buy into each other. So, I mean, we all trying to get the same goal. We all trying to get the recognition that Georgia, Florida, Texas, all these other big football states have. So, I mean, any media that like trying to be different and try to come see a little Charlotte, North Carolina game, I mean, I would say it's definitely something you should buy into. It's definitely something you should invest in because, I mean, the outcome gonna be great.
Nah, definitely, brother. I'm saying I always say thank you when when I'm talking to you in the DMs, but I appreciate you for always retweeting the content, man. I
Always,
appreciate you, bro, for sure.
always, thank you.
And last thing, man, 2-part question will get you on your way. Like I said, thanks again for coming on the show, popping us up. But what would you tell your younger self now that you're where you're at? You know what I'm saying? The younger self wasn't always confident. Like you said, you was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
You didn't think you're going to get there, get to where you're at now. That's the first part. And the second part of the question is, what do you think you'll be in the next 5 years?
So for the first part, I'll definitely tell myself, I mean, keep working. Don't doubt the process. I mean, listen to your dad, even though he can sometimes get annoying. You know, you gotta listen to Unc. Unc know what he talking about. Uh, stay locked in on school. It's gonna pay out. Keep your head down and just trust your family and your friends. That's really the main thing I would tell my younger self. And then in 5 years from now, I mean, I can see myself hopefully being like one of the Charlotte legends, like one of the ones when people look back at it like Samari helped us get on the map. Samari promoted his city. Samari is probably one of the best to come out the city. Um, hopefully, hopefully I balled out in college. Hopefully I did my thing in college, and I'm projected high in my class for the draft. One of the top DBs to come out. All stuff like that that I'm manifesting.
Definitely, brother. Well, there you have it, folks, man. Samari, Smoke, Mathews, you know what I'm saying? North Carolina Pioneer and soon to be Charlotte Legend. You can stay tapped into his social media, specifically on Twitter. Excuse me. Let me scroll all the way to the top. Samari, that is SAMARI_Mathews, like Clay Mathews or anybody else with the last name Mathews, man. Like I said, brother, we appreciate you tapping in with us. We'll be following the story from here on out, you know what I'm saying, as you go to college and as you extend to the NFL sphere. So thanks again for coming on. Naj, if you have anything else to say to the young man, brother, we salute you and we'll pray for you and wish you nothing but the best.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Keep going, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
100%. Be blessed.
Be blessed. All right, man. There he goes, man. Shout out to Samari Smoke Mathews. Great kid, man. Great head on his shoulders, man. Completely blown away. Definitely one of those ones you could tell got his head on right, man. Don't care about the glitz and glamour. Stay locked into his goals, man, and it's gonna pay off.
We gotta get him into them books, though.
I feel you. Everybody not into the books, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, though. I'm into the books.
Yeah,
and I into the books. You know what I'm saying? And in this generation, the attention span, brother, it's not as high.
But I wasn't reading books like that when I was a young boy, man.
I was, but it's the 3 seconds. And you know what I'm saying? They used to that. I feel them though, because some stuff I do the same thing. So it got to be something that really captured your attention. And I said in the video I did on Flip, like, you got to capture that attention within the first couple seconds. If not, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? You're right. It's tough. A book ain't gonna really, not gonna really capture it for the promote. Yeah, bro. I agree. Attention span is cooked. It is.
100%. 100%.
It's unfortunate, but that's the reality, bro. You know what I'm saying? I agree.
Cooked.
But I do like that you try to put that element in there, though.
Yeah, man,
I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we'll continue to be there, you know what I mean? But we'll see. Always persistent, man. You know what I'm saying? Slow. Change is slow, always has been, always will be. But, you know, yes, as long as we progressing forward. But, yes, sir. So the floor is yours, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you host your show. I'll be quiet.
Nah, you talk, man. We got a lot to talk about. I'm
you leave like again. I say, but when you leave, I'll be talking again.
Boy, court on Friday. I'm dead.
Yeah. Hey, they say it's it's confirmed that the last Friday will be coming up, but it's some little backlash. But I think people need to see the last Friday for the younger generation.
They made 3.
They waited so long though, man. But
I know, man, the money, all that stuff. But I'm definitely gonna go watch it. It's classic, man.
100%. And not to get off topic again, but I went and saw Sinners this Wednesday.
Not spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it, bro, but it's great. It's great. It's very heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely say this. It's not a spoiler alert, but you know, I was in the theater. Some people was getting up as they started to roll the first part of the credits. Definitely stay, because you know, Coogler. I know I'm saying his name wrong. I think Ryan Coogler. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's known for having extra scenes after the first part of the credits. So everybody who haven't seen it is going to see it. Don't go nowhere until you hear that raw wave come in. You know what I mean? Because it's more scenes. You don't want to. I'm gonna get the DVD. My friend gonna stream it, and you wait like So definitely stay a little bit after for sure.
Appreciate that tip, and appreciate you not spoiling it.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't one of them type of people.
Yeah, some people spoil it. Nah, I want to see it. I might go see it this weekend. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So Tech fans, y'all been tapped in, man. I've been seeing y'all. Hey, man, y'all been loving the content, man. Much love to y'all. I do this for y'all, man. During the season, I think Monday is gonna be the day I'm talking about Tech. I might do a special show, just college football in general. I gotta see Bacon be busy, man. Maybe on Saturdays or maybe on Sundays before I watch my NFL football. You know what I'm saying? Just promoting to the fans, man, and just talking college football for an hour, talking the biggest headlines and stories, man. I think that would do really well, man, and keep Georgia Tech specifically on Mondays, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. But we're going to hit high school news, and then we're going to talk about everything with Georgia Tech, including some OVs coming up and all the latest news around the football program. All right, let's go and get into the first one. Langston Hogg, he officially committed to Tulane. Obviously, a big decision for him. His top five included Oregon, Arkansas, Tulane, Memphis, and I believe East Carolina. But he made it official this past weekend, man. Said, I want to thank God for blessing me with the ability to play this amazing sport and for everything that I have accomplished. Thank you to my parents, family, coaches, and teammates who have supported me along the way. I'm blessed to be in this position. I'm excited to announce that I will be continuing my academic and football career at Tulane University. So I think it's still an underrated guy inside. To play a bunch of different ways, man. I think to play center, to play guard. And I think his versatility is going to help him at the next level. Respectfully, he's a great kid. I don't see him staying at Tulane like over the course of his career. I think he's just too good. That's just my opinion, humbly. And I think you're going to see him probably maneuver after year one, year two, maybe potentially. Again, we'll see. I don't know the future. I just think his talent is too good, maybe for Tulane. My personal opinion, though.
Nah, 100%. I agree with you, but I think, you know what I'm saying, Langston is very underrated to me, probably like a 4-star. You know what I'm saying? You could say he's maybe if you want to say he's a little undersized, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, but you know, they don't pick him to play on the Under Armour All-American team and the All-American game for no reason. Trains with Kevin McAlmont, you know what I'm saying? If you know the O-line, defensive line, training sphere, you know he's one of the best in the state, if not the nation. So I'm saying definitely shout out to Langston, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of gems that's coming out of Cartersville, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hype around them. Coach King was there, now he's at Carrollton. But Cartersville is a program that continuously and consistently churns out high level talent, and Langston Hogg is just another, you know what I'm saying, name on that list. Not I don't mean that to downgrade them, I'm saying that's just, you know what I'm saying, they can consistently put them out. Yeah.
I don't disagree. I 100% agree. I mean, they constantly churn. We got Georgia Tech, a guy now that's on campus from Cartersville, and Jamari Bryce, another one, Brady Marchese. He's obviously at Georgia. But like you said, they do a good job of churning out talent that's ready to play. Obviously, one of their best players, Trevor Lawrence, who's in the NFL now. That is what Cartersville does, and he's obviously an outstanding player. But Bacon, I don't know if you were able to go. I wasn't able to. Just too far of a ride for me, man. But Friday Night Lights, what was your thoughts? Some people posted some clips. Didn't feel like it was as crazy this year, maybe as last year. That could be just me, but I remember last year it kind of went a little stupid. I mean, you was there, obviously Jerome was there, but I feel like more clips on it was getting out. That's just me. But what is your thoughts on just what you've seen? I don't think you were there, but what you've seen and what you heard from Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I think I would say it was. I say it was just as good. Just from looking at the clips, I'm not as active on IG as I once was due to, you know what I'm saying, I had to start my page all over again. But I just don't think media traveled this year. I think that's what it was. But I think the talent was there. Eli Page was at Thorough last year. I think he's transferred. He's at Hapeville this year. That's a DB everybody needs to know. Mook, you know what I'm saying, was another takeaway. Got MVP quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's another progression for him. AG, Aaron Gregory did his thing. Another kid from Cartersville. What's his name? Naj. Receiver.
Maddox
Ox Davis. He was there. He put himself on the map. And I think it was another receiver that went on. But it was a lot of high-level talent there for sure.
Nah, 100%. I mean, I agree. I've seen him so many times. I did the collab post with you from the Sevens camp, and I was impressed with him. I just think his ability to high point the football, not even high point, just elite tracker of the football, in my humble opinion, for him. And I think he's going to be the next great Cartersville receiver to come through there. Humbly, they're going to have, I think, Marchese for one more year. I mean, I'm curious to see how early he plays for Cartersville, but they got another stud, in my humble opinion, and Ox Davis, man. I mean, that kid can play.
Nah, definitely. Easy box office for sure. Everybody that's watching, definitely keep up with that name. Another DB. I mean, another receiver. And it's interesting. Route King puts on a great event, and these kids becoming like, I'm for the name of a kid from Lithia Springs. People don't really cover Lithia Springs. You know what I'm saying, but Sean Williams received the Route King Friday Night Lights Top Wide Receiver Award for 2025. So that's another name. I'm on Route King's page right now. I did see his clips earlier, but I think between Woo Productions, I think SB Productions was there. Matter of fact, I'm 100% sure. Bryce Alexander from Whitewater, you know what I'm saying? He was there, you know what I'm saying, competed well. Looks like he did get an award. I need to be sharing my screen, so let me share my screen real quick. Now I give him some admiration and adulation. I'm a bad throw there, but get one right here. Real physical at the top of the route. Bad camera angle. This is why we gotta be there. But there he is right there. Like I said, Bryce Alexander, been hearing from his teammates, coaches. He's one of the next ones out of Whitewater, man. So definitely tap in with him. Favorable GA, 5'11. You know what I'm saying? Young Bull, class 2027. He was another one. I'm gonna go back to Route King's page real quick. See if we can get one or two more, and I'll definitely throw it back to you, brother. Keelan Juju Mikey. That's a nice clip for him right there. You know what I'm saying? Way to be patient and break on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Northeast High School, Macon, Georgia. So like I said, and he follows me. So shout out to Keelan Miley. But you know what I'm saying? He does a real good job getting in the trenches and bringing up gems that are from Macon, Lithia Springs, not from just Gwinnett. You know what I'm saying? He does a real good job getting in the trenches. So shout out to Rock King and everybody a part of that Friday Night Lights committee. You know what I'm saying? Shedding light on these athletes.
100%, brother. Shout out to them, man, and obviously great job by you putting some light to some of these guys. And like you said, not just from Gwinnett, all over, man, the central Georgia area and also middle Georgia. So shout out to him for that, man. But I got to get your thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
My Hurricanes, man, top 6. I am surprised Georgia Tech's not on here. He's been on Georgia Tech campus pretty often. We've seen him a couple times, obviously. But this is his top 6 for Harvard. You have a real good relationship. You know him pretty well. Pittsburgh, Memphis, Louisville, Miami, Mississippi State, and obviously USF. Just what is your thoughts on Harvard?
Yeah, I agree. I was shocked to see Georgia Tech not on this list. But Evan is a dog, man. I think we saw it at the Under Armour camp implementing a nice. It seems to be an elite move for him, the spin move that he's implemented into his game. Evans is a dog, man. Evans is going to be somebody on the next level that really can change the game. He's going to change the game this year for Sandy Creek. Expect him to really push through that ceiling and really put his name on a national platform. We see he's got the big offers, but he doesn't have the oral like some other guys in the state that rushes the passer. So you heard it here first. I believe Evan Harvey is going to blow up this fall for sure.
There you have it, man. Bold prediction from Bacon, man, on Evan Harvey, who's obviously outstanding. I want to see him in person. I haven't had a chance to just yet. So I want to see what he's going to be able to do this year, man. And I'm going to try to get out there for the spring, man, and go catch him in action, man. Well, I've seen him obviously at Georgia Elite Classic, but he was young. But I want to see him in a Sandy Creek uniform, man. So hopefully I will, man, today, man. Shout out to you, Queese, bro. Appreciate you liking the live, man. Look, if y'all tuning in on TikTok, like the live, man. Donate some coins to me, a rose. I'm trying to grow the platform, man. Y'all always show love to the lives, man. Again, we live Monday and Thursday. Like it up, man, and go crazy, man. Promote it. Tell your friends to tell a friend, man. We trying to go crazy. All right. Had to get a little spill out there, man. Appreciate you.
100%. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, man. Much love, man. Appreciate the support. All right, Bacon. Let's keep it rolling. I didn't have too much high school because we did the Smart Smoke Mathews interview. We'll obviously have our television tapes here in a little bit. But that's pretty much all I have. Was there anything else that you've seen on high school before we jump into the Yellow Jackets? Talk about them and some of this college football news.
Yes. Well, we got to talk about Jamar Owens. He announced his top 8. Georgia Tech was included along with University of Southern California, LSU, Indiana, Florida State, Auburn, Florida, and the ACC rival, you know what I'm saying, second ACC rival, you know what I'm saying, UNC. So Coach Bill Belichick is on Jamar. I put it in my title. I'm saying Jamar, I believe it wholeheartedly. Definitely one of the most elite ball hawking safeties, DBs in the class. So, you know what I'm saying, definitely shout out to Jamar. Another big time news for Tech, Jacob Savage. You know what I'm saying, a linebacker out of Kentucky. He announced he will be committing on this Friday. Georgia Tech is in the list. I believe Louisville's in the list. Indiana, another school, in the running for him as well. Northwestern, and a couple more schools. But it'll be interesting to see where he goes. He's been on campus at Georgia Tech multiple times. There was a Miami game, and he just recently visited the Flats in March. So that's big. But I'm going to share my screen to showcase a young man who was put on to me by Mark Russell. You know what I'm saying? Always tagging us, good brother, you know, always tagging us in clips. So we're going to show off Caden Mendenhall. You know what I'm saying? He's got a nice arm. I think he's like a 2026 quarterback, needs some attention. So let me share my screen real quick. Appreciate that, brother. Didn't even know he was just pulling that up for me. But here he is right here. Caden Mendenhall make it really spin it. Threw the ball on a rope. You know what I mean? Led this receiver downfield. Smooth throwing action. Real tight and compact. That's just nice, man. So definitely shout out to Mark Russell for putting them on. Class 2026. High school Alif Elisk. Dual threat quarterback, checks all the boxes. Prototypical QB, one size, 6'4", 190, strong arm, touch on deep balls, accurate. Mechanics, athleticism, has a D1 offer. Lamar, he's a double-digit D1 prospect. So definitely shout out to Caden Mendenhall, man, for sure.
Great shout out by you, man. Giving some shout out to some of the Texas kids that feel they underrated, man, and could use some more attention, man. So Mark Russell does an outstanding job, man, out there just highlighting everybody, man. So much love. Shout out to him, you know, for always highlighting the kids down there.
Absolutely.
All right, brother. We're going to keep it rolling, man, for what the Tech fans came for, man. They've been going crazy in the comments, man. Anthony Carey to Notre Dame. With the emoji. Jackets need D-line commits.
Definitely.
They need that one Oklahoma D tackle that just hit the portal 6'3". Feel like he could be a run stopper. Let's see. They said, or Syracuse DT Maury Watson kid is a beast too. So there is some news on that. I don't know if y'all have seen, but definitely make sure y'all tap into Georgia Tech on SI. Some great news there, man. But yes, I had an article that came out a little bit earlier today. So Tech is a finalist for this guy out of the portal. He just hit career high 5.5 sacks, but he plays interior edge rusher. As you guys can see here. So this is Braxton Felly. His top picks includes California, Ole Miss, Miami, Texas A&M, TCU, and Georgia Tech. Had a career year, as y'all can see. And I mean, I think for Georgia Tech, this would be a good get for them. He's a guy that can plug up the middle. I know they already have Jordan Vandenberg, Matthew Alexander, but Georgia Tech, where it hurt them last year, y'all, is when they rotated out players, they didn't have that same production. So they're going to need somebody that can do that. I think you get somebody that can collapse the pocket. He was an all Mountain West first team and second team member over the course of his career with Boise State. And you get somebody that can rush in the interior. So you can never have too much depth, to me, at the interior defensive line position. I think he would fit them great and really be a good get for the program moving forward. Kind of, I don't know if he would have the same effect that Vandenberg had for Georgia Tech year one, but I think he could have a positive effect for them and be a really great depth piece and rotational piece for the Yellow Jackets. But y'all in the comments from Georgia Tech, all the fans, y'all let me know what y'all think of this potential move and being the top 6 for Felly. What's your thoughts, though, Bacon?
Nah, man, I agree with you, brother. I believe you said it. You might have said it while you was at Georgia Tech or at the spring game or on our podcast. I think it was last week. Or it might have been our good brother who we met. He said, or you said that Georgia Tech will really turn this corner when they get to the third and fourth string, when it starts to, the gap is not as wide. That's when the team will turn the corner and probably definitely compete for, inside the top 12. So I agree with you, man. The more depth we can stack up on that defensive line, whether it was a Mountain West Player of the Year, that's the type of caliber talent we need. I like the young man from Oklahoma as well. So let's keep our foot on the gas pedal that we see on the recruiting trail with these high school recruits. We do that in the transfer portal to the moon, brother.
I agree. That's the position, y'all. So if you want to evaluate Georgia Tech, as y'all keep saying, just need as many D-line as we can get 100%. I mean, that's where Georgia Tech is at. I feel like they feel good. We're going to talk about the DBs. They got the portal so far. But that is the position of need. If they can get that position right, they had a top 30 rush defense. If they can get the sacks, that somebody could be a game record, Tech will be in that conversation to compete for an ACC title this year. It is that simple, in my opinion. All right, let's keep it rolling, man. Some portal news. So I did this obviously too on SI, as y'all can see right here. But they landed John Mitchell. So he's a guy from Penn State. Was really good, man, out of high school, man. Absolutely balled out down there in Florida. Played for Mandarin. Their senior year, he led them to an 11-4 record. Was outstanding. I think he finished with 70 tackles that year. 15 pass breakups, 6 tackles for loss, 4 interceptions. And I think his elite ball skills and how he breaks on the ball is something that caught my eye. And like I said, this past year he was a true freshman, so he didn't really get the chance to see the field. And you knew they were going to try to go get another corner, even though they're deep at the position. Right. You knew they're going to try to get another corner because of Nehemiah Chandler hitting the portal and obviously Saeed Gibbs. So you get somebody that's hungry, that wants to perform. You get somebody that is itching to get an opportunity. Now, will it be tough? For sure. They got Kelvin Hill. They got Amari Harvey. They got Cedric Franklin. They got Rodney Shelley. They got guys that's going to be ready to play. Dalen Pinson, we'll see what he looks like. But you can never have too much depth at this position. Remember, y'all, this is one of the reasons why they lost to Georgia in that game. DBs went down. You know what I'm saying? They lost so many in that game. Now, will that happen a lot throughout the season? I don't think so. But you never know with attrition. You never know what a circumstance could bring. So the more you have, the better. So not that surprised, but good quality depth piece potentially for Georgia Tech moving forward at the cornerback spot.
They are very deep, though, man. I think there's going to be some high level talent that's gonna sit. There's going to be some people that get in the transfer portal at the end of the season. They are very deep. They have a very talented secondary room. You're right to your point. Injuries will happen, but if not, there's going to be some unhappy DBs on that bench for sure. That's definitely something to keep in mind.
100%, man. So, like you said, something to keep in mind. And as I told y'all gave me a lot of comments, man, on my video when I broke this news or just reacted to it with Savion Riley. I think a really big get for Georgia Tech. Now, some aren't going to be thrilled with this guy, because, he played at Colorado. But remember, they had a deep safety room. You know what I'm saying? They had Shiloh Sanders. But he was a special teams ace this past year. So he's a guy, I think he just needs to go to the right situation, and he'll be fine. And what's key about Savion is he played his high school ball here, right? And that's been a common theme with Georgia Tech. They've been getting guys that have played here and end up coming back home to play and put on for the city. And I think that's been a big part of the winter transfer portal window, and obviously now with spring. But this is a guy that's the same thing. He's hungry. He wants to play. His freshman year, y'all, he had 47-plus tackles for Vanderbilt, right? And he had 12 tackles in the game against Florida that same year. So I think it's a guy that at worst, his floor is he could be a special teams ace. At best, you're getting a guy that can come in and play safety for you and be another versatile chess piece of that Blake Gideon defense. That's what I think you can get in Riley. A guy that can be nickel. He can come down and blitz, exotic different things. That's what made Texas so great. Texas can throw different things at you and throw you off your timing. That's what you're getting in Riley. Definitely a deep room. We look at Omar Daniels. You look at, obviously, Pritchett. You know what I'm saying? You look at Clayton Powell-Lee, Tate Harris. But safety, as I told y'all, was a position that this staff wanted to get. And now obviously they get a pretty good one in Savion Riley.
100%. I agree with you, brother.
No more to add?
Not any more to add, man. I agree with you. I haven't really looked at his film a lot, but definitely I'm saying the kid can play. You know what I'm saying? We all know Dion's not going to bring in anybody that's trash. So that's not interested to see him, you know what I'm saying, get acclimated to the team. I like the point you brought up by him being a free, special teams ace. That's always a nice addition to add on the teams. Teams has to travel. That's something you look at to high caliber teams that will perform in the playoffs and on the road. Your special teams can win you games.
I agree, brother. It's crucial. And yeah, Anthony, I agree with you. They will have to drop a lot of money for D linemen, but that's fine. They have the money, educated guests. The selling point should be easy too. You are our missing link to make a championship run. I will say Georgia Tech does have a decent amount of money. It ain't what Georgia got or all these top end schools, but they do feel pretty good about what they do have. I will say that. How much they're gonna drop, that just depends. Remember, Coach Key and that staff, they're not looking for prima donnas. You know, you got to buy into the GT. Like, that's what they're about. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't bought into the GT, hey, you go riddance with you. I'll just be 100% honest with you. So they don't mind spending, but at the same time, is this going to help our team? They're looking for character guys too, y'all. So that's something also to keep in mind. That more than just a bag when you're talking to Coach Key as well, man. But I want to address this comment by Arts. WTF always supports the content. Forgot to mention how y'all feel about Anthony Carey at Dame. I think it's a good pick. You go to Notre Dame in a system and an offense that likes to run the football, right? Last year they had Riley Leonard. A lot of people criticize him because they could not throw the football. They had Bo Collins, but they didn't have like those receivers that got off, right? I think they're doing a pretty good job of bringing in a good class. Obviously, Bubba Frazier in 2026. They've been active in the portal as well. But Anthony Carey, at worst, gives them a change of pace back. They got Jeremiah Love for another year. They got good depth at the position. But can he be patient enough and limited probably carries likely, you know what I'm saying, to start? Now, it could change. Got injuries in place. That always is a factor. But I think him at Notre Dame, that'll probably be a good fit for him. That's a run-heavy team. That is a traditional college football team. So I feel like that would be a great fit for him, moving forward and hopefully getting to where he can in his career. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I agree, man. He definitely wants. He wasn't getting a lot of PT at Tech for obviously reasons, but you want to go somewhere. You want to put yourself in the best position as a running back. Bless you, brother. With that running back room, having some seniors there. He wants to step in and earn his keep. And I think that's what he does, staying in the conference, right? Not staying in the conference because they're on the independent side, but definitely a positive trend for him, man. Run heavy offense, like you just alluded to. Wants to give himself a fair shake.
100%, man. Yep. It's going to be interesting to see how it is going forward, man. And one more thing I wanted to hit on with Tech. We talked about transfer portal. They also got this. I talked about this a few weeks back, Tech fans, just about this guy, them trying to land him. And obviously, it's an interesting situation to watch because he was trending towards Miami. Now, Miami, I think, is still in the driver's seat to land Hayes Kent. Excuse me. But the key here is him setting an official visit with Georgia Tech. Because remember, on my article, April 3rd, I talked about Georgia Tech not having that OV, right? He had Florida. He had Miami, Texas, Florida State, and Bama. Tech was not in that conversation. But as y'all can see, that changed probably about an hour or 2 hours ago when he said he's going to be swarming around in the 4-4 with Hayes Kent. Now, in the article, y'all, I talked about him being a little bit of a tweener, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, just with him having 40-plus catches, nearly 1,000 yards, nearly 10 touchdowns this year with his 6'7", 300-pound frame. You don't see that every day. But what's interesting, and I want y'all to pay note and get y'all thoughts for the Texas fans watching, he did not tag the offensive line coach Jeep Wade. He tagged the tight end coach Alex Mathews, or Coach Nathan Brock. Excuse me. That's the tight end coach. So I think it's interesting to see if he does come to Georgia Tech. That's not a guarantee. If he does, what will he play? Will he be a tight end or will he be an offensive lineman? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the big perplexing question around him. Because most people think he's going to play that offensive line at the next level. But who's to say Coach Faulkner and his creative mind and what they got on the offensive side of the ball, they might not try to run some different things for him. So it's going to be intriguing, but I did want to point that out. That's big for Tech fans. He'll be the third school he visits before he hits the rest. He got Florida, I think first, Florida State, and then he'll visit, obviously, he has Miami and Florida State, and then he'll visit Georgia Tech, man. But a major development of news here that Georgia Tech gets this. And like I said, the common theme, they've been keeping big guys here. The recent example is Peyton Joseph. You know what I'm saying? They were able to keep him here in Georgia and not let him go to Florida State. But Bacon, what's your thoughts on him setting the OV?
I think definitely curious. Now, I will agree with you that not tagging Coach Geepway, tagging the tight end coach, is definitely interesting. Definitely one, you know what I'm saying, dive deeper on that and really understand the nuances of that. But definitely intrigue, you know what I'm saying? You don't set the OV just to set the OV, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that comes with just setting an official visit. So definitely intriguing, you know what I'm saying? We'll see where it goes. It's just definitely theater playing out in real time.
100%. Yeah, they are losing a lot of their players. 100%. They are.
Man, what's really going on at FSU, man? It's like they kind of take 10 steps forward to fall 15 steps back, take 3, then fall 5 back. It's just how long are we going to keep Norvell at the helm?
I don't know, man. It's a big year coming up for them. They got to get back to that relevancy. Lost Luke Kromenhawk because they're Mississippi State now. No DJU anymore. Going to have a new quarterback at the helm, obviously, and new offensive coordinator as well this year. It's going to be interesting to say the least.
Now, you're a Miami fan. And I know you don't really care for the Seminoles too tough, but you know what I'm saying, you probably have a closer eye. I've had a closer eye on the program more than I have. Just now kind of watching ACC football. I've been an SEC man and Pac-10 man for the duration of my years on this earth. But I'm saying, what can you attest to, you know, this Seminoles team?
I don't know, man. I think they got screwed, man, that year. I know Jordan Travis got hurt, bro, but that year they got screwed, bro. That was like a big year for them.
That's facts.
I don't think they've recovered, bro. But then you go, a lot of your players didn't play. I know they went off to the league. You got whooped, what is it, 63-3 to Georgia?
Something like that. Something crazy.
I don't think they've recovered from that. And that's not necessarily a knock on Mike Norvell. I feel like they thought they was robbed of not making the college football playoff that year, which is why obviously you got the expansion, all that good stuff. But I want to see them recover. They had so much hype on them last year going in and the media coverage and Patrick Payton and DJU, Rodell Williams. They're recruiting though. They got Usman Kroma. Y'all gonna know that name here pretty soon. That dude can ball. You know what I'm saying? But they just got to get back. Like defensively, they got to take a step forward. That defense was not supposed to be like that last year, especially with them boys and them I won't say hyenas, but them horses they had coming back last year. They should have been a lot better. And offensively, can you get a quarterback that can throw the football?
Yes.
Mention that since Travis, respectfully, Jordan Travis. Like they need to throw the ball down the field. It's not like they can't get talent. Keon Williams or Keon Johnson. They get talent. It's just taking that step forward this year is key. And who's going to be your quarterback?
Absolutely. Another big name that they lost to Georgia was C.J. Wiley. Now I will co-sign Kevin Wynn, who's the highest rated recruit for the 2025 class out of Greensboro, Georgia. He's legit. You know what I'm saying? He's a pass rusher that feeds off the power. Outside of that, I don't really know a lot of guys, but they have only two 4-star recruits. Oh, excuse me, three. Only 3 4. Say it again.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Only have 3 4-star recruits. I can't co-sign Mario Nash. We did see him last year at the Under Armour camp. Very good, technically sound O-lineman. I'm saying the rest are 3 stars. Not downgrading or disrespecting 3 stars. They do have duty. Shamar Mox from Carrollton. He's like that. He's good, long, rangy defensive back. Actually, they have more. I'm sorry. It's by signed letter of intent. So yeah, I agree with you. Osman and Cromon as a dog. Gregory, Xavier Thomas. So I'm saying, so they do have some guys in the fold. I'm going to wish them the best, but I do not see that quarterback that you're looking for. And scrolling down, looking at the transfer list, they haven't cashed in on that the past. Oh, actually, they do have a transfer from Boston College, Tommy Castellanos.
He played at BC. Remember, he lost a starting job. Yeah, but he's supposed to be the guy. Now, I don't know. He's more of a dual threat, but he's more of a running quarterback. So I just don't know if that's enough for you to, take that step. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so either. That's just my thoughts. He's good. He obviously went to school out here in Georgia, high school. So hopefully lands on his feet. Hopefully does well. But I think that'll probably, if he struggles, that'll probably be a short leash.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you, man. So we'll see how this thing goes. There's 2 more days left in the transfer portal, so we'll see.
It ain't that short. Nah, I think it goes to 25th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about basketball. My bad.
Yeah, basketball about to conclude though for sure. Make sure I'm right on that. Yeah, April 20th. Yeah, this Friday.
April 25th. Okay.
This Friday. Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's address this question. It says, I have a question. Do you have to get re-offered to a school if you hit the portal, or can you pick any school that you got offered to come out of high school? No, you cannot. Remember, y'all, offer scholarships. Remember, a lot of those are verbal until they sign on that dotted line, man. So once you go and you commit and you sign to a school, that's it for that scholarship. You have to get re-offered by that coaching staff or whoever that may be in order to go to that program. It's basically null and void at that point. Because think about it, you spent the whole year at another school. So they would have to go reassess you, offer you. They'll probably still look at your high school tape, but they would have to re-offer you for sure. 100%. All right, man, let's talk about college football news. Bacon, some trolling going on. Coach Lane Kiffin. Got to get thoughts on this, man. He always in the headlines, man, but this is a very, very interesting one. He trolled Miami over Carson Beck's $4 million NIL deal. Did they watch his game against us? Was his question mark? Let's see. I'm trying to find the quote. What did he say? He said Miami gave him $4.3 million. Did they watch his game against us? Kiffin said with a laugh. I was trying not to go there. You set me up. In the full clip, conversation begins at 46:30 mark. Kiffin goes on to point out that he doesn't blame Beck or any player for getting as much money as they can. I don't ever get mad at the kids. It's not their fault. Kiffin continued. The system's going to get it. It's a free market with no cap, and in some areas, unlimited boosters. Guys just go out on the yacht, and they'll give you the money. That was kind of his quote about it. I agree with him. He looked like dog-ish against Ole Miss, and they put belt to, you know what, B2A on him. I remember watching that game vividly, and they couldn't do not a darn thing with that front. And I thought the Georgia defense kept him in the game until he started turning it over. And then he was smiling on the sideline. Like, I'll never forget. And all the Georgia fans were like, yo, what's up with him? Why is he smiling? And we getting whooped like that. And he throwing jokes and whatever it may be. I remember that vividly. So, I don't know, man. It's just, I told you how I feel. I don't know if I have Hurricane fans watching. I'm just not high on him, bro. I'm just not. I get Lane Kiffin. He was just having an interview and said it. It's a lot of money. I'm saying it's a lot of money, and the spotlight gonna be on you. That's what these kids don't understand. When you accept the money, go get your bag. I feel y'all, but that eyeball gonna be so much bigger on you if you don't perform. Y'all thought it was bad. Now, wait till you go to the league.
Right.
How do you think Justin Herbert feel? You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen, Burrow, Jalen Hurts before he won his Super Bowl. You're constantly under a microscope. So that's why I tell the kids, get your bag, get your money, but don't expect like nothing to come with it. These teams giving you bags. When you don't perform, the media going to be all over you. All over you. It's the same thing that happens in the NFL, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, oh my gosh, like, why are they like, no, bro, it's a part of it's the business. But I don't know, man. I just think he got too much going on. Him dating the Cavender twins, obviously they broke up, whatever it is. I don't think he's going to be focused enough to lead this team to the promised land. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And he's not a Cam Ward. I wish people would stop saying that. He ain't Cam Ward, bro. He's not.
Who was saying that?
This people in general. Oh, he's going to have people in the comments. Like, oh, he's going to have a same year as Cam Ward. No, he's not. He's not no Cam Ward, bro. Enough. He's not Cam Ward. All right? He's a good, decent quarterback that needs a lot around him to work. He cannot do what Cam Ward did with the atrocious defense they had last year. And you know another thing with the Hurricanes? We ain't got no receivers. All of them didn't hit the portal or they in the NFL. We got 3 receivers on the roster. If y'all not concerned, go look at the team last year with Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Go look at that. And they struggled. So what do you think this year going to be? You're going to depend on the true freshman, Malachi Tony, who's great. It's a lot to put on true freshman. It's a lot. So Miami got to be active in the portal with it closing on Friday. Got to add some pieces. I don't know. I don't think this is the ideal situation he was dealing with Georgia from years ago. And I think for Beck to be successful, He has to have all the requisite pieces around him to be successful. Just my take. But what do you think, Bacon?
Man, I want to ask you this before I get my take, man. How come y'all couldn't keep Isaiah Horton, man? I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying, could be back, but he kind of left early. He was a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog. That was a tough one to swallow, man. I don't know, bro. I mean, they got some money out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Maybe he wanted to explore a little bit. Saw Ken Ward's not coming back. Hey, let me see what else is out there for me.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I like going for the underdogs, and I'm this close away from putting that Matt Ryan tag on Carson Beck. But I'm a he broke it with old girl. Though he does have he is gonna have that pressure. But usually when tragedy happens like that, I'm saying there's only two ways it's gonna go for a young man that age. He's either gonna go left, or he's either gonna lock in and realize what's the reality has been placed in front of him, and he's gonna be staying late to watch film, staying late to throw, work on his throwing mechanics. So I'm neutral. I'm neutral on Carson Beck right now. We're gonna see how. I think it's still too early. A lot of tragedies have happened. Minor tragedies have happened in his life to this point. So it's neutral. It's neutral for sure.
Okay, so you're neutral.
Neutral.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Other news, we'll keep it rolling, man. Nico Amaliava, he officially committed to UCLA. I did a video on that. Y'all been running that up, so appreciate everybody tuning in, tapping into that. But it's official. It happened this past weekend. So just what is your thoughts? He left. He's with obviously UCLA now, so just lower end deal. But do you think it is a wise decision?
I'm not really sure how this all transpired. I know he took lesser money. And I know he's now signed at the team where his brother was once at. So it's a little weird. He took lesser money. Now my question is, what type of conflict does Pops have with Tennessee's head coach? But can, now that UCLA has a above average quarterback, can they attract higher end talent to come play with him? Can UCLA turn their program around and catch fire moving forward? If not for a long term period, but for a short term period. That's gonna be interesting. That's what I'm gonna be watching. And I think Nico can play. Can he handle the pressure? Because like you just alluded to a couple the last segment, eyeballs will be on him, though his pay grade does not match it. But he definitely had some controversy attached to his name.
I mean, 100%. That's what it's gonna be for his rest of his career.
Yeah.
You don't got no choice. What you think? Let's say he goes and balls out for UCLA, has a really good year. Next year he's draft eligible. You think GMs ain't gonna ask about what happened at Tennessee?
Definitely.
And okay, so how we know you ain't gonna do the same thing to us?
NFL's
No, it is different, but it's the same thing though.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? If you had a issue like that, it is different NFL. But okay, what if we pay your rookie contract? You felt like you outplayed out for 2 or 3 years, and we got an extension coming up next year. You want your money now. You decide not to play. That's all a possibility. I'm just giving you the hypotheticals of what can happen, what they can ask. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have to deal with that, redraft process if he's able to do it. And like you said, I mean, I feel it going back home where everything started for you. We balled out. Nothing wrong being in front of family. But like you said, Bacon, is it worth it? Are you really at the end of the day just making a lateral move? Because like I said, it's all about the future. It's all about being smart. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee had a lot there. Y'all gonna see about the Vols this year.
Hey,
they got a lot. They ain't gonna be no scrub team, bro. So was that worth it going all the way out? Now you with the hitters. Like even SEC, you with the hitters, but Big Ten ain't messing around. Ohio State will be back. I know they got a couple question marks at quarterback. They'll be back. Oregon, you think they ain't trying to get back after what happened with Ohio State? USC with Coach Riley, y'all potentially on the line. Iowa and their defense right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, just Make smart decisions. And then now you making less. You're going to get $800,000 after the taxes. You making $2,010,000. I don't know, man. I just think these players, and that's why I asked Samari that. I think they be making lateral moves, man. Still keep your eyes on the prize, man, and go ball. And I don't think the media is as bad, probably in Tennessee, than it's probably going to be at UCLA. I'm just saying. I digress. But any last thoughts on that? That's just my take.
Nah, I don't agree with you. Like I said on the show last week. I think this is a parent move. I'm tread lightly on that because I know I can go by. You know what I'm saying? A young man is is impressionable. Or say a father is very impressionable on his son, and I think that's what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Though I do wish to Emmy Oliver, I do wish to his family, Molly Oliver, the best moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll all work out. You know what I mean? Because if his father's strong-minded, you know what I'm saying, usually the son is strong-minded as well. But I agree with you. Same type of motion with less athletes for less money is not. It doesn't look good. But you know what I'm saying? I think in the long run, I think they'll be all right.
And his brother just hit the portal too.
Leaving
from Arkansas. Just hit the portal. So that's the update there. And Tennessee, Bacon, breaking news, has a new quarterback.
Ooh, we love breaking news on the show. What we got?
Yes, sir. UCLA transfer Joey Aguilar, who obviously we expected, is expected to make transfer to Tennessee. So that was the one that was balling out in the spring game, in the spring this past year, as well, man. So, you know what I'm saying? They got a new quarterback. I thought they might go Jeremy Hedlinski. I was hearing a little bit about Steve Angeli of Notre Dame, but Steve Angeli got a visit to Syracuse coming up. So that'll be interesting, something to watch for Coach Fran Brown and crew and company. But yeah, man, interesting move. I mean, kid can play. And I expect him, no disrespect to the freshman, George McIntyre can play. Jake Merklinger can play. Mm-hmm. But I think he's going to probably be the starter for them. You know what I'm saying? Humbly. I think he would be the starter for the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's a wise choice. You got to bring in a quarterback. You have to. That's a lot to ask two freshmen to do potentially for you going to their sophomore seasons, man. But it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Like I said, they got the talent, bro. They got the talent. So, wise choice. And Tennessee and UCLA flip quarterbacks. So, it's going to be interesting to see who's more successful. That's going to be a hot topic, too.
Definitely. It'll be nice to see if we can get a game, you know what I'm saying, during the season. That'd be box office. Ratings will be through the roof.
Unless they mean the playoff.
Yeah, we'll see.
The only way. I mean, they're not on the schedule.
Yeah. That's the only way.
The only way, man. All right, man. Before we go to our final college football topic, let me send some love to Christian Adams, man. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Always showing love, man. Y'all give our boy Naj the thumbs up. Yes, man. If y'all can, like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube, man. Much love. Y'all always tap into my my podcast, especially the football ones on the Yellow Jackets, man. I do it for y'all. So, yes, man. If y'all can thumbs it up, share it with your friends, man. Like I said, every Monday night, we're going to be talking about Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. That day is exclusively for y'all. We'll hit other, college football, main thriller news that happens over the weekend or whatever breaks. But for the most part, Mondays will be Georgia Tech related, man. So much love, man. Appreciate y'all supporting. And on TikTok, like it up. Send it to a friend, man. And if you can and you feel special, send a diamond and a rose my way. Much love to y'all. All right. Last topic for college football, man. Bryce Underwood. Some people said he underperformed, Bacon. Some people said he performed well, threw right under 200 yards in the game. A lot of people have been talking about his weight, Bacon. They don't like how he's looking. They don't like how he's looking. You know what I'm saying? With his weight and his stature, man, his stomach kind of out, but went 12 for 26, 187, 88-yard pass to Jalen Hoffman on a reverse flea flicker and a 17-0 win for the Blue. He also recovered a fumble, had a pair of delay of game penalties, several errant throws high and wide, and some drop. Underwood lost 12 yards on 2 sacks and gained 17 on 3 runs. The coach said he did well, made some really good throws, and has some things we need to clean up and get better at. It's just the pressure that came with my arm. Underwood told the Detroit News earlier this spring, I can't stop that. Underwood was sacked on the first snap. His first completion went for a loss. He did throw some darts, usually in the flat, that was quick enough to escape collapsed pockets to pick up yards with his feet. The coach said it's a battle. Moore said it's going to go all the way to fall camp with Underwood, Jaden Davis, and Fresno State transfer Mikey Keene. What's your thoughts on that, Bacon?
Well, immediately my head goes to, did he get too comfortable getting the bag early? And they say if he has a weight problem.
Common theme, buddy.
What'd you say?
I said it's been a common theme we've been asking tonight.
100%. So, you know what I mean? A long term, well, I mean, Michigan's going to have to, obviously, going to have to tread lightly. We're going to give this young man all this money. We have to be firm and hold him accountable. But, you know, obviously, you don't want to piss him off and send him in the portal because that's money down the drain. So, it's an interesting dilemma that the Wolverines are in right now. But Bryce Underwood, for sure, long term, I believe he's box office. We saw him at OT7 in Orlando. Almost single-handedly, beat the team who won the championship. I believe it was Low Pro, if I'm not mistaken. But you know what I'm saying, he's got an arm for sure. He's going to be a name that we hear about for a long time, unless you know what I'm saying these shortcomings continue to be consistent. But he's got all world talent, man, for sure.
Yeah, he does, man. He's young. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the most important thing is just keeping his mind and his head right, which I think is in the right place. He went back and gave his high school security guard a car. So that's how I know it's not necessarily going to his head, because a lot of guys get selfish, get where they come from. You know, I don't think that's the case when we talk about Bryce Underwood. You know what I'm saying? I just think he got to just stay locked in. He's going to go through his lumps, man. This is an adjustment. Even though he was a high-end pick and a 5-star, and bro, you still going to go through your lumps, man. This is a whole new level you got to adjust to. It's so hard to hit the ground running that first year. You know what I'm saying? He's not finna be no Peyton Manning or no Lamar. You know what I'm saying? His first time out there. So he got some things he can work on. Keep developing the chemistry. But no doubt, he's going to be box office. You know what I'm saying? He's going to sell them tickets. He's going to have the big house rocking and jumping. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just staying locked in, doing what you need to do in the summer. Got workouts right now. As they hit the high schools, keep working out, keep building, keep growing, work on the chemistry with your receivers. And by the time fall camp comes and summer workouts, make that name so then you could be the starter.
100%. A long way from home, too. That's something to definitely keep in mind. Always hearing about stories about kids leaving home, and they get to where they're at, thousands or hundreds of miles away, and they get lonely. And you be like, man, what you talking about these kids? They got 50, 60 other teammates. But if somebody who's coming out of high school that was the man, that goes somewhere where they are still the man, but they can kind of be, because like our generation is coming, they're not as apt to be social. I was talking to a kid today. He's like, man, I know I need to be social, things of that nature, but these kids like to be on their phone. We talked about their attention span. Their communication skills are where some think they should be. So you definitely have to keep that into accountability when these kids go a good distance away from where they reside.
100%. You're right. Doesn't apply for Bryce Underwood, though. Right down the street from home. 25 minutes.
Fair point for you.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yes, sir. He was supposed to go to LSU, but then he decided to stay home. They offered him that bag. So,
right.
But no, you're 100% right. Because like I said, you the man, high school, that goes out the window.
Absolutely.
Now you got to try to be the man again. And then guess what? You're the man in college. Okay, you want to go to the NFL? Right back down. Be the man again in the NFL. That's a part of the process. Seeing where you go. That is what it is, man. All right, man. Final question. We got a good one from Arcs WTF. How do y'all feel about Colorado spring game tight end looking kind of slow out there? I don't know. I ain't seen nothing special from their defense or wide receiver. GT gonna have the offense on lock. Then spring game just felt like a normal. For me, you gotta always take spring game with a grain of salt, bro. You can't always go take it overboard. Now, I told you how I feel about Tech and how confident I am in them. But again, Colorado not finna show all their horses, man. They still adding guys in the portal. They lost August Dave, who went obviously to Virginia. They've lost some guys. In the portal. They added Terrence Love, who you had a good relationship with, Bacon, who I think is a very underrated safety. It's gonna be a big get for them. And they lost Cash Cleveland. He hit the portal. The center, George Seaton, kind of called it out a little bit too. So I don't think they're gonna show all the horses. It's hard to say. What you hear out of fall camp and summer, they're going to say a lot, obviously, about that Colorado team. I think DC has the defense to do it. It's going to be interesting. My question marks are around quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And can that offensive line protect? But that's kind of the thing with Tech defensive line, right? We people want them to add people, and I agree with y'all. They need to. But who's going to step up for Georgia Tech that week one? That is probably your best game if you are a Georgia Tech defensive lineman to go off. You got other games, and that's going to be easy to go off too. But if you really want to make a statement on primetime TV, that's the kind of game to do it because they got some different pieces in there they're going to have to shape and move around.
100%. I 100% agree. Now I'll say this too before I get to my thoughts on the spring game. Definitely tap into Duke to Scoop. One of our mentors in the game. He's got a very good beat intel on what's going on in Colorado. I definitely tap into his show because obviously Tech's going to play Colorado, so I want to be most knowledgeable on that team. But he has said that they're going to be getting in some good offensive linemen, and that's a big focus, and they believe they will get that job done. So definitely tap in with him if you want to kind of see where things are trending for the Buffs. But in terms of the spring game, look very high level. They're obviously not going to show their hand, but I don't really see too much in spring games, though I'm fairly new to the college football landscape. They had the defensive line down at the opposite end of the field working. Didn't really see a lot of joint ventures offensively. It's kind of just, shelled, I guess if that's the right term. We saw a lot of one-on-one with a wide receiver and DBs downfield. It just like a skills type of thing. But do have NFL coaches on that coaching staff. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. From watching the quarterbacks, a young man from Liberty, he looked decent. I saw some things I liked. Didn't see a lot. I was impressed with Julian Lewis. Had a nice bomb down the field. So I'm saying my biggest takeaway, they had a receiver that made a good play. The DBs looked decent to me. A little grabby, a little physical, but hey, that's the name of the game. So didn't really have a lot of takeaways other than the fact that it looks like an NFL type of thing that they were doing. So that's what I'll say.
There you have it. All right, that's going to do it for college football. I don't know, bro. I feel like there's always some news, bro. We just got another one. Goodness gracious. All right, this is also breaking news for Tech fans. Jackson Long has hit the transfer portal. Let's see his statement. After 2 incredible years at Georgia Tech, I've decided to enter the transfer portal with 3 years of eligibility remaining. Extremely grateful for the memories, teammates who become family, and opportunities I've had both on and off the field. Playing football here has meant the world to me, but I believe it's time for a new chapter and a fresh start. Yeah, this is just a situation. They're deep at tight end, man. When you obviously look at Brett Seether, you look at Luke Harpering, and obviously you look at they got one more that's really good. He wasn't going to see the field. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but that's obviously why he hit the portal. But what's your reaction, Bacon? Tech player hitting the portal.
I agree. That's a very loaded, not just tight end room, but pass catching room. I'm trying to find the name of that young man. You talking about the guy that came from Cal Berkeley, that tight end. So I agree.
JT Thorne, I think it is.
That's exactly who it is. Yes, right. That's exactly who it is. JT. So, there's going to be everybody can't go. That's the saying. Everybody cannot go. Shout out to the young man for making that definite move, and taking his talents elsewhere. You should definitely don't want to sit. You want to get the most out of your college football career that you can. So, we wish him well, and yes, sir.
All right, there you have it, man. There you go, Tech fans. Breaking news about 20 minutes ago, man. So that's our live reaction. All right, Bacon, let's go ahead and get into these film breakdowns. Do you want to get us started with your player from Katy, Texas?
Oh yeah, let me pull it up, man. I got you. I gotta go to my personal. Do you have it in the list?
Yeah, don't worry. Yep, I can pull it up.
Actually, I got you right here. My bad. I see it. Oh. All right, young man from Texas. Mark Russell tagged me to his post this morning. And I was looking at his film. And I was like, all right, brother, got a little game too. Let's check you out on a live stream. So Austin Byer Jr. season, senior season highlight, junior season highlight. Excuse me. All right, let's back it up. Let's give him the full effect. Plays a little DB, plays some safety as well. Line up out here, looks to be a nickel. Easy scoop. You know what I'm saying? That's just tracking the ball right there. Shows a little elusiveness. Intercepts the ball on the 35-yard line, gets it to the 50. Line up here in the slot. Great eyes.
Oh, nice play.
Mm-hmm.
Good PBU right there. Yeah, that's excellent coverage. Didn't tag him, didn't do any of that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Great play by him.
Playing in the box.
Oh, good contain. Nice. Good contain. Big hit right there.
In the box again here. Just reading it. Got a great pair of eyes. Knowing to play.
Go back to that one.
All right.
I like how he moves to the ball. He already pause that. I like there too, like how he already knew what was going to happen with that play. Like right about here, he's already running.
Yeah,
he's already running. He already knows what's going to happen. And then 1-on-1 with the playmaker, excellent tackle. I love it.
Says the block here. It says the block right there. I agree, brother. That's film study. Special teams showing the versatility.
Oh, nice move.
Got a little speed to him. All right, where's he at? Right here. All right. Another special teams play. Little kick return. Way to get outside. Use your speed to get around the corner. Nice 35-yard gain. Playing in the box.
Screenplay coming inside, 1-on-1. Oh, he saves a touchdown on that one.
Nice.
Watch it right there. Stop. He don't make that block, he's gone. It's only one defender left. Facts. Excellent job right there. Sheds the block, comes off, big time hit right there. Okay, a little press. Hip and tug with him.
Nice.
Excellent job. Good sticky coverage right there, Bacon.
Another special teams play. On punt return. That's how you know the kid's an athlete. Oh, tiptoes the line. That's nice. Gains balance right there to still lower his shoulder.
Another press coverage right there. Plastered on the receiver.
Yeah, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Stays on his hip. I like how he gets that hand inside. It might have been PI. You know what I'm saying? That was late for not an on-time flag there. Really good to see that. All right.
Okay, a little press again. Following him across the route.
Yeah.
Good sticky coverage.
Shout out to his teammate, Buffer. Playing man here. Okay.
1-on-1.
Open field tackle. He's nice. Good feet, good patience. Way to break on it, man. Stays with it. Stays patient and stays with
it.
See, that's key right there. You know what I'm saying? He's got his back to the quarterback, but he's looking at his receiver, looking at body language. That's very big, very key as a defensive back. Know when to react when you can't see the ball behind you, and that got him a pass breakup.
Facts.
Okay, he blitzed. He blitzed, didn't he?
No, he's playing slot.
Yeah, he is playing slot.
Nice. That was a wheel route. He could have got messed up on that wheel, but he didn't. That congestion right there.
Mm-hmm.
See that? That's a little pick route, but does a good job getting over top.
Facts. We'll do 3 more here, ladies and gentlemen. Way to strike. Again from the slot. knows how to read and react, use the sideline as his friend. Very technical. All right, one more, Liz. One more. Ooh. What's the quarterback looking? All right. Scans, stays right. Just reading the eyes of the quarterback. Very nice, man. I was thoroughly impressed. But the floor is yours, Mr. Wilkins. What is your breakdown of Austin Baird?
Yeah, solid film, bro. I think you did a really good job. I'll give you a solid 8.5. I like how you can play, in the box and come downhill. They're playing you a little bit all over, playing in the slide, and they have you playing in the box to come down in the running game. Good read and react, which is most college coaches want to see, and being able to make a play, sift through blocks, is also kind of critical as well. Obviously, you have that in your bag. I like how you can play the press, not just zone coverage, but you can use the silent as your friend, and then you press up on them real good, take it away, and then you're all over when the ball comes, deflecting the ball, trying to get the interception. I think that's the only thing you're missing, man. Just a couple more INTs. I think you're set. You showed a little bit of everything in that film breakdown, some special team plays as well, what you can do with the ball in your hands. So just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, man. Solid film.
I'm gonna agree 8.5. A lot of things that I saw that I liked. Versatile, played down in the box, played in coverage. Looked very technical to me, like you said, reading, reacting, especially on the congestion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of DBs can get caught and be like a deer in the headlights, get looking and get beat over the top. Another thing that really stood out to me was just showing the versatility in the film of playing special teams. Obviously, his team trusts him enough to do kick returns. So he's an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have the, crazy speed, to really beat guys on punt returns, but adequate speed. But we're looking at him as a defensive back, and I think he checks all boxes. Another thing that you didn't say, real reliable, making open tackles in open space. So it checks all boxes for me. Brother, keep doing what you're doing, keep being patient, and keep putting out great film like that. And I think everything will take care of itself.
There you have it. All right, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. Another guy from Shiloh. Kind of got a lot of dudes out there, man. We're gonna roll this tape. This name is Israel Prince. I'm not gonna try to butcher your last name, buddy, but I'm calling you Israel Prince. And we're gonna roll your tape. All right. All right, here we go. Sophomore this past year, played in 9 games. I'm at quarterback. Nice hit. All right, let's see. Against Brookwood, that seam route. Oh, what a play, buddy. What a play. That's excellent. Let me go back to that. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, he got a lot going on. Because this guy's kind of coming open over here. He's over here. This guy down that seam. So he could have got follow this guy, and his guy's beat.
Great closing speed.
Yeah, great closing speed. He sees it, moves over, and good play on the ball. That one I put on the quarterback, because if he would have waited a little longer, that seam was open. He would have had to make him make a decision. But great job by Israel right there, seeing it and helping out his DB. Right here, fourth quarter.
Nice.
Woo. He might fill that one.
Textbook.
And
Go back.
It's all legal. So go back.
Yeah, one more time. Could have been better ball placement, I think.
Excellent ball placement right there.
Yeah.
See that? That's excellent. He knew what to do. Not a defensive receiver. Hit him right where the ball is at. That's perfect. Exquisite timing. Okay, against Woodward right here. Comes Landon Walker.
Nice.
That chop down, boy. Woo. Same thing, playing that high. Okay, running back coming.
Man, physical tackling.
Ooh, very physical.
Legs.
Take him up under you. I think it's against
Brookwood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Another forced fumble.
Came down like a missile.
I love it. He's not wasting no time. He see it. He's going.
Look at the technical. Look at the technical step, man. His feet are off the charts.
Yes, it is. 1-on-1. Him in a touchdown. Wow. Chased him completely down, man. Saves a touchdown. Excellent job. Right there, getting it out quick. Another good wrap-up tackle.
Man coverage.
I see him. A lot of interference. Splash to the receiver. That's great.
Forced sack, cover sack.
Mm-hmm. There it is, right there over the middle.
Hips.
Great hit. Let's see that again, Bacon. Yeah. Hips help him there. Great job. Then that's against South Gwinnett.
Okay.
He is right here.
Mm.
Ooh. Yo, he adjusts fast, though.
Yeah.
See, like he knew it was coming there, and then look how much ground he makes up. Because that's if I'm the quarterback, that's open.
Open.
What the quarterback should have did, he lofted it in the air. You gotta throw that on the seam right there. So if I'm the quarterback, I see that's open, I'm throwing that right here.
Yeah.
But when you throw it and put air under it, it allows him to adjust. But great play by him. See how that ball is just kind of flinging in the air?
Right.
You want this to be more down, Bacon, where it's here.
Mm-hmm. Great call by you, buddy.
By him. Yes, sir.
And it was off target.
Woo! The boys just laying that lumber, boy. They ain't playing.
Car wreck every time, man.
Another force. So we look at two more.
Third down, stop. Get them bulls off the field.
Excellent tackle. Special teams, Bacon. Here's again, sit through the block. Woo, that was enough for me, buddy. Yeah, man, that's some good film right there, buddy. I'm gonna give Buddy a 9. That's solid. You know how to work the hips, close on the ball, play man coverage, adjust, see that his corners beat, go help and get over there. Long, rangy safety, hard hitter, play the run game. Yeah, that's a 9 for me.
9. He's like that. He's like that, man. From the feet, to land the shoulder, to the instincts. It's not a lot there that you didn't see from his game. You saw the full gamut of his ability, and I think, like us and the viewers, college coaches will be thoroughly impressed.
100%, man. There you have it, man. Solid film. Keep doing your thing, Israel Prince, man. You got a bright future ahead of you, young brother. Much shout out to you. All right, Bacon, we got a tech target on this next one, man. Shout out to Coach Jeremy Edwards of Houston County. Excellent coach out there, man. Does a really good job. But I wanted to highlight a couple of his players, man. This guy, I think, is still a little underrated, but he has a top 5. Here is the tweet. He has top 5 includes Georgia, Colorado, Auburn, Florida State, and Georgia Tech. That was reported by Garrett Chapman a couple weeks ago, Bacon. So let's check him out. This is a tech target. Right here he is. Completely lost him. Yikes by the defenders. That was too easy. Here he is out quick.
Great blocks.
Oh, nice cuts. Oh, my Lord.
Great cut. Left them guys, man.
What? Bacon, did you see that?
This is a quick
Come on, right here. That should not happen. Both of them is in the vicinity.
Right.
Foot in the ground and come all bro.
And he put the burners on, man. Kind of coasted too, really. This long stride. He's a track runner for sure.
Long strides. Big target, too. I think he like 6'2", 6'3", man. Running like that.
Oh.
Oh, did you see the double move?
Just a little chop.
Come on, the little chop. Right down. I'm going to put the stem up on the ground.
Oh, he caught him slipping.
Lord. There he is again. All right, nice little curl route. Good adjustment to the ball. All right, that corner's playing off. Another curl.
Strong hands. You can tell he's got strong hands based on that catch.
This what we like right here, Bacon. One-on-one small defender. Give me that rock. Hey, ball me. And then my boy Antoine.
Create space. Oh, just big body.
I taking candy from a baby, man, on that one. Nice. Same thing, one-on-one. There's too much space. Nice little curl again. Come back to the ball. Like you said, making good, strong hands.
Yes, strong hands, brother. He just plucks it out of the air effortlessly.
Yes.
There again. He's always hunting for those holes, man.
Always. That's how you beat a zone, man. Beat that zone, get a nice 8, 9, 10 yards. Keep them chains rolling, man. See, like that corner is all the way back here, man. So I'm finna just go right here, take it off. I'm finna go right in this little sweet spot.
Boom.
Same thing.
6, 7 yard play.
Right here, look like practice.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice ball, man.
He cooked him on that one, bro. Okay, nice little post route. The ball. Cooked them again. Same thing right there. Good, nice release.
Yeah,
Off ball. Here's again one-on-one. Another post. All right, look at a couple more. Right here playing that slot, Bacon.
He's a great route runner.
Yes, he is. Bad ball right there. All right, same thing right here. Coming back to the ball. Strong hands again. All right, last one, Bacon.
Gets Milton. Very talented DB root.
Look at him moving. Okay. Like the physicality right there. All right, one more against Milton. Let's see.
Ooh.
Good strong hands again, man. There you have it, man. That is Kavon. I'm just going to call him Kavon C. I don't want to mess up his last name, man. Kavon C. Yes, sir. All right, man. Great film. What's your thoughts, Bacon?
Man, he's a playmaker. Got great hands, like I said. Route runner, technician. Really, I would like to see him go up against like a high level DB. We saw a lot of DBs play inside leverage. So he just gave him a little move to the inside and kind of broke out. But I think he has the confidence and the skill set to go up against anybody. So that'll be my critique for a grade. I give him an 8. I give him an 8, a solid 8. I really like him though.
I like him too. I mean, same thing. Just want to see him go against that elite competition. Obviously, Middle Georgia has that. Warner Robins, Northside, Warner Robins, Coffee. They play Thomas County Central, so they play some really good teams. But same thing. I want to see him go up against the elite DB, see how that matchup is. But he's cooking the ones out there, clearly. Yeah. All right, man. Last one for the night to wrap us up, Bacon. This is a linebacker, Weston Ard. I've heard this name quite a few times. Had a really strong season this past year. Obviously, for Houston County, kid can play, man. High level type linebacker, man. So we'll roll the tape after this ad. Yeah, finished with 123 tackles, Bacon, 78 solos, 24 TFLs, 9 sacks, forced fumble recovery, and a PBU. Did a little bit of everything. Ooh. You know who that's against?
This is against Lee County. That's Isaiah, right?
It's Usmani.
Kromani.
Usmani. That's the one that we talking about, Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Georgia. This is Mr. Georgia.
Mr. Georgia. Ran through his face.
Right through that little block right there. Bam. Excellent job. Some good tape right there, bro. Hey, I'll start off with that too. Smart man. Right there unblocked. Bam. Well, like a sinking missile, boy.
Came up quick.
Boom. Lord. Ooh, somebody better block him. And this is against Coffee. Oh, good block shift right there. A block shed, I should say. All right, here against Milton, two-time state champs. Completely moves 54. Ooh. See how he met him in that hole?
That was nice.
Oh, my goodness. Look, threw 54 out of the way. He's too small. Bam. Met him in the hole, boy. And they're right here showing a little bit of coverage here.
Nice. Way to cut that off.
Right. Way to recognize that. One more time, just look at that. Way to see it coming up across your face, turn your head. That's excellent. Can't play that no better.
No, you can't.
Here against Clark County. Excellent job right there. Taking away that contained lane for the quarterback. I think that's Hezekiah trying to escape. Excellent job there. This one's the Corky Kell. When they beat Alpharetta. Ooh, I remember that hit. Right there, sift through. Gobbling him up. Well, get it out quick. Nice tackle.
Great tackle.
Oh, good recognition. Speedy. Yeah, once the boy get his hands on you, it's over with. Same thing. Dang, he stuffed Weston Bryan like that? This the quarterback making that rush for like 30 touchdowns. Do 30 touchdowns. Like 6'5", 6'4", like 230, bro.
What school?
Lee.
Yeah.
Lee County. Completely stuffed him. Wow. That's a big boy, Bacon.
Yeah, he looks solid. He looks big. Looks big as hell.
Okay, a little kickoff coverage right here.
Can special teams be special?
Let's see it. Whew. Yes, it can.
Got a brick wall, man.
Absolutely. Don't care about throwing his body out there.
Right there.
TCC. That's an athletic quarterback too, man. I think that's Jalen Johnson. Same thing, Lee again. Red zone. That's where you make your money for linebacker. Bacon, did you see how he shed it again? So I use a little dip of the shoulder. I like this kid. This kid can play.
Yeah, he can play for sure.
They're right here, 1-on-1 in the hole. Yeah, not going to end well for you. All right, red zone. This is against Alpharetta again. I remember this play. Handed it off. Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, this if you're on Madden, you know what I'm saying, or Coach Jeff got an ID to Mike. Guys on him.
Facts. Just disrupting plays consistently. Right there.
Always on his toes, man.
Always.
Oh, he popped that out like that.
Yeah, man. Force that. Another good tackle. We'll look at a couple more. Same thing against Lee County, blitzing. Completely gouges him up. Look at one more. Right here, blitzing off the edge, Bacon. Bam. Yeah, that's all I need to see. What you got on that one, Bacon?
Man, stuff got to give him a 10. We'll go 9. He might be the if there was to be a first 10 on the tail of the tape, he would be a 10. But I'm gonna let you give him the 10, bro. This is your show. This is your segment.
Ooh, 10. He close. He dang close. I'm gonna give him 9.5 though. Give him 9.5. That's a pretty good linebacker. 6'2", 230. Looking him up right now on 247. Got offers from App State, Arkansas State, Central, Michigan, Charlotte, Coastal Carolina, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Jacksonville State, James Madison, Liberty, Miami of Ohio, Middle Tennessee, Troy, UAB. I don't get it, man. He got a lot of FCS. I think he definitely deserves higher end offers. Excuse me, checks a lot of boxes, man.
Wherever he goes, if he didn't get the offer I know he's looking for, they getting a dime. They ain't even getting a dime in the rough. They're getting a dime. They're getting a gym for sure. They're getting an emerald green gym.
No, I agree with you, Bacon. I mean, they are, man. That kid can do it all, man. Can cover, can blitz. Not afraid to tackle big people, Bacon. He check a lot of boxes, man.
100%. I think that he continues to pull out this. I think he's definitely somebody we can see play on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evenings, and Sunday night. And it's depending on the right team, we could possibly see him play in February.
Okay, you high in on him then.
High on him, bro. I think he's gonna be something.
There you have it, man. Shout out to all the players, man. Excellent film. Appreciate it sending in. Shout out to Coach again, Jeremy Edwards of Houston County. Got some dogs out there that can play. Can't wait to see him this year, man. And the Western Art is a kid more people should be talking about. Definitely got a lot of potential at the next level. But that's going to do it, man. Bacon, before I let you go, I think all of our audience left. Usually leave when we do these breakdowns for whatever reason. Unless it's tech related. Yeah, man. It's high level. But any other topics you wanted to hit on final thoughts before we wrap?
Man, I think I had one, but I've definitely gotten. So let me go through my profile real quick if I don't see anything. And immediately I'll just segue off. So 1 or 2 more rows. Nah, I don't. So I'm good, brother. We can sign off.
All right, man. Ready to sign off, man. I'm gonna bring up this last topic for the night. An interesting move, man. We got to talk about it, Bacon, before we go. Do you think this is also a lateral move?
Gotta talk about this.
Go ahead. Let me on 3.
I do have one though. Whenever you finish.
All right, here is mine. Internet moving slow. Oh, hold on. We got a comment too. Who is this? Oh, I appreciate you. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Portia Set Tripping. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in. I don't know what's going on with the stream. It's been kind of laggy a little bit, but thank you for tuning in. Hey, we here live every Monday, same time, 6:30 to 8:30. So much love to you, man. Hope you keep tuning in. Hope you like the show. And we'll be a fan moving forward. Much love. All right, so this is big news, man. This is Madden Amaliava Bacon. This is Nico's little brother. He is going also to UCLA. Think that's very interesting. Do you think it's smart for him to leave? I mean, Arkansas to go join his brother. I mean, likely not going to play. Same situation he was at Arkansas. I'm pretty sure they're going to go with Nico. Or is it a situation you think, okay, Nico plays this final year here with UCLA, then I have the keys to the car? I mean, what's your thoughts?
That's the logical thing. You come in there, you sit 1 year, play with your brother, you know what I'm saying? You're home, keep the family together, and you know what I'm saying, you wait your turn. So I think that's the family play. They're trying to build something here, make it a family legacy at UCLA. I mean, so yeah, I won't say it's a bad move. You know what I'm saying? I think you set all this up before you make that type of move. So I don't mind.
All right. My quick thoughts. I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's doing it so when Nico leaves to be the starter, sure. But yeah, like you said, at least the parents can come see him. They're going back to where it all started for them, and they made their names. But definitely a lot of eyes will be on UCLA. I will say that.
But before we go, man, we definitely got to talk about this young man from Thompson. There's been a lot of talk about players. You know what I'm saying, not selling out for the bag, but taking that bag and kind of not staying on that pivot, not staying 10 toes down. But a young man at Thompson, what's his name? Pritchett is his last name. Cam Pritchett, man. He you know what I'm saying, turned down $750K high school, big money to stay at Thompson. So we got to talk about him, man. His news broke on Rivals. 2027 recruit Cam Pritchett turned down 750 large ones to stay at Thompson. His quote was, "First of all, I'm so blessed and grateful to even be considered in that way. It's really an honor and a privilege that I do not take lightly or for granted," he said. Having said that, I truly believe that God has a plan for my career and my life as long as I allow him to guide my path. It's important to me that my legacy is built on integrity, number one, ladies and gentlemen. Hard work, passion, and faith. I want to do that at Thompson. So, you know what I'm saying? And he goes further. You can definitely should still be on his page. But, brother, how much is this just a shining light of hope for you after, you know what I'm saying, the recent news and headlines we've been seeing now for probably 2 to 3 months?
I mean, it is. I mean, that was a kid that was raised in the right morals and principles. Respectfully to all the players out there. That's what we've been talking about. Not selling out for a bag. Because he knows what his future holds. And like I said, it's not all about the money. Yeah, 700K, 750K seems nice. But it's like, okay, what's my end game? And I think his end game is to be great, and his end game is to get to obviously to the league. So I think it's smart. He plays for one of the top programs in Alabama, in Thompson. He's gonna get developed. He's gonna be ready to go, and that money gonna see that in college, especially with this house settlement July 1st and NIL money on top of that. I think he's being smart, man. Not running the chase in the bag. Now, some of these kids I understand because they come from less fortunate situations, and if you get a money bag like this to help out your mom, I get it. But at the same time, your future is what's most important. And sometimes kids can get ripped off about this. So I love it. I do want to say that Alabama does need to get up with the program in terms of just helping these kids that they can profit off NIL. Georgia has it where you can. A couple other states around the country. And I think it's time Bama in general gets on the board. I know they usually slow to stuff, but shout out to him, man. Keeping his eye on the prize and not getting, influenced by 750,000, even though that seems nice. Just staying locked in on what he's supposed to do.
Absolutely, I agree. I think you brought up a key point. Like I said, sometimes these kids take these big opportunities for the financial bag, and they don't even get compensated, and it looks ugly. But you can't be lying, man. I think that's what's being swept under the rug, man. We're not talking enough. We're coming down on the players, but we need to talk more about these institutions lying to these players. I think the main one, you can look at Nico's situation, but the main one started last year at UNLV. The kid didn't get his money. He decided to step back, and now he didn't have an opportunity to play in the league. So we definitely need to, come down more on these institutions. We look at in the basketball realm. For the State's head coach, yes, he did step away, but we didn't even see a follow-up about what happened to that coach and that whole situation. So that's something we need to keep at the forefront as media members. But definitely shout out to Cam Pritchett, man. Moves on to the next next stage of his high school career. Just not really having that. He's already a highly talented recruit, but if he leaves for that 750K bag, as we talked about earlier in the show, that pressure is now on him. Yes, he's got a lot of eyes. Yes, he's getting offers. So there's already that pressure of just, I got to be great. I got to do this for my mom. I got to do this for my pop. I got to do this for my family. I got to do this because I got so much noise in the community, people hating, things of that nature. But just keeping a narrow-minded focus and keep doing what he's been doing. Keep doing the things that's got him to this point. So definitely shout out to Cam Pritchett, man, for sure.
100%, man.
And that'll sign us off, man.
That's gonna do it, my good people, man. Much love to the Tech family and the Tech fans for always tapping in, man. Y'all always show love on all my videos. Definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go check out that Cooper Flag video he declared for the draft. We'll probably be talking about that on Thursday and much more. We'll talk about your Atlanta Hawks as well. They fired their GM, Landry Fields, so tune in for that. We're gonna try to get a couple people on the pod to talk about that as well. Antoine Willis, formerly of Georgia State, now is the Atlanta Hawks writer, so we'll bring him on the show Thursday at 8. So tune in for that. It's gonna be a hectic day because you got NFL Draft 2 going on at the same time. So it'll be a hectic Thursday night to say the least. But that's gonna do it, man. We're gonna catch you in the video. If we didn't answer your questions, my apologies. Follow us all on social media at Arvon Bacon or Bacon Network on X and Instagram. Y'all know where to follow me, man, at Naj and Bacon on all platforms. I keep it the same. But we'll see you guys soon enough, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Much love and blessings. And we will see y'all on Thursday night.
Peace. Love. Peace.